Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert on first down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Buying time to his... The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Another miss.
Still on his feet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Malik Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He gets it to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Powering his way forward. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. So what's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Dobbins running out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second and 6. Watson off play action. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A handoff, it's Eckler. Shrugs the tackle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson's throw complete there to Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Charger drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back. So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert now. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Watson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. making the give. Now Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this one is right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now room for Eckler. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 24, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told him, don't just make...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Watson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 78 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. 7 yards to pick up there. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. Touchdown, Texans! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. So these two teams matching each other score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Eckler, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It's Miller, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and 5. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Watson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Joey Slye for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play. He's got Ekeler.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A big offensive